I've concluded that regular rebalancing is not terrible, but not necessary. What you want to think about is how much risk you can afford, and that's very much a personal thing, and has a little bit to do with whether you're investing regularly and things like that. Although I spend half my time worrying that I have too much in stocks, and the other half of my time worrying that I have too little in stocks. And I think that's the way most investors feel. They don't know what the right number is, and when the market's going up, they say, God, why don't I have more in stocks when it's going down? So you're your own worst enemy in all this.
Yes.
But having some stability without automatically rebalancing, I don't think you need to do that. And it's very clear, and anybody understanding, economists certainly understands this, that the less you rebalance, the more you're going to have, because you're always selling the better performing asset. And you don't know whether it'll do in the long run. But it all comes down to, for your, the best portfolio is, are you an investor or are you a speculator? And if you're going to keep changing things, you are speculating, because we can't know. If you're going to put commodities in there, the ultimate speculation. It has nothing going for it, no internal rate of return, no dividend yield, no earnings growth, no interest coupon, nothing except the hope, largely vain probably, that you can sell it to somebody else for more than you paid for it. How that could be even considered gold, let's say, an investment, I do not know. I'd like to take the mystery out of it and say that the perfect portfolio, first, I think for a huge proportion, over 90% certainly of the investors, should be limited to marketable securities. They don't need the liquidity today, and we may have too much marketability, and that is too much sensitivity to prices as they change day by day. But you want to get out of the idea that you always have to do something. And I have said in my books, something happens and Federal Reserve does something, and the traders all at the beginning of the day think it's going to cause the market to go down, so they sell, and everybody else says. That has nothing to do with anything for you. And when you hear news and your broker calls up and says, do something, just tell them my rule is don't do something, just stand there.